Yes.
Okay, explain that.
Let me tell you where they got it. They got it from the United States government. And they are the only ones that got it. And the government tells Goldman, or Goldman tells government, this is what we're going to do to rig the markets. And so with that, Goldman, for the past 6 months, has been making a fortune because they're front-running the trades and they're getting in front of the government, and the government allows them to do that.
And that's why they've reported record profits, for those that don't know. Go ahead.
That's right. And so, the rest of the street's saying, my goodness gracious, I mean, how did they do this? And they figured it out. And so there's another program, too, and I'm going to shove this in from the side, which the New York Stock Exchange has, in which it pays market makers to go in and take the other side of a trade. In other words, to opportune the market, and they pay them to do that, which is the most ludicrous thing I've ever heard. And they've been doing it for about a year and a half. But anyway, getting back to Goldman, Goldman admits, and they said this themselves, that this formula, these algorithms and these things that we're using allow you to rig the market. I mean, what boob is this? I couldn't believe it. So anyway,
explain how that works, though, because I mean, this has even hit some mainstream news now. That somehow in between trades.
Yes, they take the difference in between trades. It's a timing mechanism, and it's a sensitive mechanism which allows you to pick up a penny here, a quarter a penny there, a penny and a half here. Well, by the end of the day, you might have $8 billion, And so that's what they've been doing.
Unbelievable.
And they've been screwing, in plain English, all the other market makers. They've taken over 50% of the black box business, that is done mathematically. And they're just screwing the hell out of the American public.
So it's all about monopolies. And again, when did this start? Because it seems in the last 2 years or so, government worldwide just said, break all laws, rape everyone, do it. But also global corporations now, stores I was in years ago that were nice, the carpet's falling apart, the walls, the paint, the upholstery. It's like corporate America has decided to let everything rot like it's not going to be here. And all these rich people I know, through lawyers and other people, a lot of folks live here in Austin, they're wealthy, are leaving the country saying, get out, America won't be here. I mean, are they just going to suck it all dry and then just send out Marines to machine gun anybody that doesn't like it? I mean, are they just going to throttle the hell out of us like we're Ukraine or something and Stalin's getting his jollies? I mean, is there any end to these bastards rigging and stealing and everything they're ruining, even if they're criminals, Bob.
What they have in mind. Exactly.
But even if they're criminals, aren't they wrecking everything?
The military will balk.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I said we have to hope the military will balk, that they won't go through with it. And there'll always be some who will, those morons who meet you in your parking lot, like the morons who come in and beat you up and stuff like that. I mean, the same morons who have been threatening me since 1967. They're gonna be there. They're not gonna go away. But the majority of people in the military and the law enforcement are decent people. And the question is, are they going to stand up for the American citizens, their fellow friends, the people they live with? Are they going to go around jackbooted and goose-stepping to what the people who control our government want them to do? And that's what it's going to come down to.
Well, the reason I started ranting about it, they just going wild, because you're an expert on the market, so explain this to me. If they're able to rig things and it starts cheating everybody else, that will, when it finally comes out, destroy confidence. But I guess they don't even care when that happens because they're the regulators. They'll just put more regulations allowing them to steal, and they don't care. They want to implode everything. Everything they're doing is to destroy confidence, bring things down. The global carbon tax is to shut down industry, paying tax incentives for 20 years to move corporations and factories offshore. I mean, they are really trying to screw everything up. They really are bastards.
And the answer, if you have wealth of any kind, you want to be in gold and silver coins. And if you get piles of money, and there are listeners that do, you can also buy gold and silver shares along with that. And that is your only salvation. There is no other, except the rudiments, which is food, a filter, and weapons with plenty of clips and ammo.
I just can't believe it. I mean, Bob, when you call these people idiots, I know why you're saying that, but, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong or elaborate. These thugs that are on power trips, that are into how they're macho and into how they're secret agents and get to carry out all this activity with our new domestic spy force, overnight going from we fight Al-Qaeda to we fight gun owners and veterans and people that don't like the Fed. I mean, they've openly announced it. These guys, I don't think they realize that they're going to be set up in the end, too, that they're the first group, when the globalists win, that are going to get set up and put in prison or bare minimum lose their jobs. A lot of them are going to get killed. I mean, I don't understand evil. Because once you give into it, it creates a climate that destroys everything, and then nobody's safe. And don't these dumb yuppies realize that corruption isn't cute? That once the Constitution and Bill of Rights is gone, all the sharks and wolves get to come in and have their way with us, Bob?
They haven't thought that far ahead, and many of them aren't capable of doing so. But I want to tell you something. I do a program once a week, and have for some years, which is all military, for the most part, State Department, and but mostly retired and active military. And I got a letter yesterday, which isn't tomorrow's issue, coming out under the U.S. section, and it's from a Marine. He says there's 25 of us here in New York City who are out of the Corps, but some of us are still active, and we're listening to everything that you put on and trying to help us and stuff like that. But they know what's going on. My newsletter, as far as I know, is the most pirated newsletter in the world. It's all over Washington. It's all over the State Department. I don't know who is doing that and how they're getting it, but they're getting it.
Listen, Bob, it's the radio shows, this show and the hundreds of other shows you do, our books, our films, our DVDs, your newsletter. No, it's everywhere. They're deep in it. So I guess in a way we should celebrate that the NSA's got goons out harassing and arresting and setting people up in 9/11 Truth, because that means they're scared to death of us.
That's right. And we got to keep on doing what we're doing, and you got to keep on supporting us out there and putting the word out that everybody in the country should be listening to Alex, and everybody should be listening to the forecaster. I mean, we got the forecaster in Iraq and Afghanistan, and the high ranks of the military are going ape trying to find out how it's getting there.
And by the way, that's not just you saying this. When they ordered Fox Phelan to attack Iran, he said no one resigned. So, I mean, it's really happening.
We're gonna win. It's going to be very painful. And if these people think they're smart telling us what they're doing, that's okay. We don't care. We know what they're doing. We've known for a long time. It just took a lot of people a long time to catch on. And the only reason most of them caught on is because of Alex Jones and people like you with your wonderful programs. So everybody, support the sponsors. Put the word out. Make sure everybody that you know listens to this program.
Bob, I want to come back in the segment, and then 5 minutes in the next hour, when we got Webster Tarpley, economist, coming on to talk more about all these issues.